Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, July 7th. You can see warm, muggy, sticky conditions across southeast lower Michigan with temperatures in the low 70s and dew points in the upper 60s to around 70. Not a lot of precipitation across the eastern and southeastern part of the state, just a little bit across the center part of the state. But boy, once you get towards western lower Michigan up to the northwest, quite a bit of rainfall. 1.47 inches last night and this morning in Newaygo, as showers and thunderstorms continue across the northwest part of the state. And we got some activity moving in from the southwest, and we'll look at that in just a second. And if we take an expanded view of the state, you can tell where the warm, muggy areas and where the cold front's starting to push through from around the Pellston, Rogers City area back towards Gaylord, towards Ludington, and then south of Milwaukee. Winds behind that from the northwest, that'll bring in some drier air, maybe some sunshine spreading in from west to east later on today. But until then, a pretty good area of showers and thunderstorms moving into the southern part of the state. And you can see up to the north at Gaylord right now, very wet conditions out ahead of that cold front. And if we look at the radar, you can see that area of showers and thunderstorms affecting northern lower Michigan. And the new area moving into the state from the southwest, that looks like from Lansing area to the south, especially down to southeast lower Michigan, from Jackson and Blissfield, Jasper, Monroe, Dundee, over into southwest Ontario. This could drop quite a bit of rainfall over the next few hours. I would not be surprised to see half-inch to an inch amounts, maybe even more, in some local areas. If we take a look at the weather map for later today, the cold front moving through the state won't get too far to the south, as a new low-pressure system developing in Texas will move up that front into the Ohio Valley. And for later Wednesday into Thursday, that could bring some more rain across far southern lower Michigan. It'll be a close call, but certainly those are the areas that we're going to be watching here from this next system. Most of the northern parts of the state should remain dry or very little precipitation as that system moves off to the south. And if we take a look at the next weather map, this is the forecast map for Saturday. And over the weekend, this could be a very significant weather maker for much of the state. And again, I'm quite concerned about the southern part of the state into southwest Ontario for more heavy rain potential and possibly spreading up into central or north central Michigan as well. That warm front will move north across the state as we get into Sunday, and then a cold front will come through on Monday. And again, this is going to be a pretty active warm front with lots of rain and thunderstorms, and some of them could be on the strong side, especially as we get later in the day on Saturday and Saturday night. And if we take a look at the let's see if we can slide this into the Sunday position. You can see that warm front has moved now into northern lower Michigan. Again, we're still in the warm sector, lots of juicy air and a lot of Gulf moisture heading up into that area. So again, more showers and thunderstorms, maybe a little bit more scattered Sunday afternoon. But we got a cold front that's going to be coming through. This low is going to zip along this front, and that could bring some strong storms, especially for later Sunday into early Monday. And if we take a look at the Monday map, you can see as the cold front's coming through the area, again, that could bring around the strong storms in. So a pretty active weekend ahead. And if we look at the quantitative precipitation forecast from the WPC over the next 7 days, you can see the Ohio Valley is the ground zero for the heaviest rains. Although I think in the next couple of model runs, don't be surprised to see central and north central lower Michigan back to Wisconsin and northern Illinois see a little bit more in the way of this heavier precipitation being shifted a little farther to the north as well. If we look at the growing degree day progress across the branches, you can see southeast lower Michigan up near 1100 in some areas, about 225 growing degree days more than areas of central Michigan, but you know that's quite common. And you can see the different branches on this chart. All this information found at michag.com/weather. And if we look at the southeast part of the state, you can see growing degree days just a little bit behind last year, but not that big of a deal. Again, with the additional growing degree days they see down there versus central Michigan. And as far as Breckenridge and Middleton area in central Michigan, you can see we're a little behind normal, but we're ahead of last year and some of the other colder years. And hopefully as we move into the second half of July into August, we'll gain some ground on this. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.